Pop Smoke's girlfriend releases the dark truth. Many questions are continuously being brought up in the murder of Brooklyn rapper Pop Smoke. After authorities initially thought of the case to be a home robbery, it turns out that things are pointing in the direction of a gang-affiliated murder. Pop Smoke's unique sound consisted of his deep Brooklyn accent mixed with a UK grime style of production. This allowed his name to spread across the world. At only 20 years old, he was on the path to becoming a new sound for New York. Today at Line Report, we will be covering the dark truth that Pop Smoke's girlfriend revealed behind his murder. The entire case is a tough one, with law enforcement still trying to figure out the full motive of the murder. With evidence scattered, it shouldn't be too difficult for authorities to piece together the reason behind Pop Smoke's murder. After the news was released that 911 was dialed from the East Coast, this mixed up many stories. Do you think that Pop Smoke's murder was premeditated? Let us know what you think in the comments below. Stay tuned to find out Pop Smoke's girlfriend revealed about Bashar Jackson, aka Pop Smoke's death. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Also be sure to comment keyword Amiri to enter for a chance to win a $100 Amazon gift card giveaway. Pop Smoke was murdered on February 19, 2020 after what authorities initially thought to be a home invasion. After piecing many parts of the case together, they had begun to have somewhat of a conclusion. Pop Smoke's career was on a rapid rise, with his songs Welcome to the Party and DIOR gaining much viral attention. We began to see his takeover in place. With success comes more problems, bigger problems at that. Jealousy, envy, and greed begin to fall in place. Keep watching to find out what the 20-year-old Brooklyn rapper's lady friend has to say about the murder case. Many influential names in the music industry even went out to mention how jealousy is demonic in this game. Nicki Minaj even said, posted in a post dedicated to the late rapper, "The Bible tells us that jealousy is as cruel as the grave. Unbelievable. Rest in peace, Pop." 50 Cent, who also heavily influences Pop Smoke, even had a few things to say. "Rest in peace to my man, Pop Smoke. No sympathy for winners. God bless him," tweeted the former gangster rap star. Bashar Jackson's sound was heavily influenced by 50 Cent. In the song titled Christopher Walking, Pop Smoke references a hit 50 Cent song titled Window Shopper. The tragedy took place at 4:30 in the morning when approximately 4 men with hoodies and masks broke into Pop Smoke's Hollywood Hills house. Surveillance footage saw the men go to the back door before catching them exit through the front. With the house not being particularly ransacked in search of valuables, many people began to question the motive. The intruders found their way to Pop Smoke, who wasn't necessarily alone in the house. It is said by authorities that Bashar Jackson was in an isolated area of the home when he got shot, which brings up the question if whether or not he was targeted. The Pop Smoke was shot twice and ultimately in the torso. The 2 shots that hit Bashar Jackson were the only 2 shots fired in the entire house. After being rushed to the hospital, it was too late. The invaders did not leave with many valuables, but rather left the more valuable items in the house. Law enforcement also believes a possible reason for his death could be because he leaked his own address. In an Instagram story the day before he died, he was showcasing a luxury gift. That same gift had the shipping address attached and was viewable to the world. This could have greatly helped the murderers in their hunt. LAPD Captain Steve Laurie let the news out that law enforcement had received a call just before 5 a.m. Eastern Time from someone on the East Coast who reported that one of their friends' homes was being broken into, and that one of the suspects was armed with a handgun. It was also released that the person who initially dialed 911 was in contact with another person in the house at the time of the incident. But why didn't anyone from inside the home call the police? Pop Smoke's connections from Brooklyn are playing a role in the case. One of the DIOR rapper's female friends from back east finally spoke out. In an Instagram post, she let out a lot of details about a relationship with the Canarsie-raised rapper. She even explained how he told her to lock the doors and that he had to move smooth in California. Her many videos of herself and Pop Smoke together followed with a caption that read, "He got that watch to let me know everything we want and desire was now in arm's reach. Since mid-January, you started moving super careful with me. I can sit and say I wish I hugged you more before you walked out the door Monday, cause I hugged you all night before that flight to Cali. Can't even say we should have said I love you more that morning, cause we said it over 20 times. You even came back after leaving the house and said, 'Didn't I say lock the door?' With your 2 pigtails cause your hair wasn't braided over yet." This reveals how protective Pop Smoke was for the safety of his girl companion. She then continued, "Babe, your growth in everyday life and the industry was like nothing I've ever seen. Meet the Woo 2 was already ahead of its time. That's not a mixtape. That's an album. Do y'all know he does all his music off the top? No pen, no pad, nothing. Pop, I love you. I adore you. You exceeded my expectations as a man. I tried to protect you from everything, you know that. For anyone who ever loved him or still loves him, I understand. If you loved him, I love you. Whether it's one girl that loves him or 800, he was loved in abundance, period. To all the fans that sent me literally thousands of DMs, he loves you all and thank you. The sound and vibrations of y'all when he hit that stage gave him life. With Pop Smoke's girlfriend stating that in the middle of January, he had moved very carefully, indicating that he was in some trouble. Take into consideration that he has ties with gangs back in New York. Another hot topic is Pop Smoke being commanding in telling his girlfriend to make sure she locked the door. Pop's high alert gives off signs that he knew something may have been wrong, or it is very possible that is how a real gangster moves. Let us know your take in the comment section below. After it was revealed by authorities that the 911 call was made from New York and that the third party was also on the line with another person in the residence only means that there is still plenty of evidence on the case that we could very possibly be waiting on. With Pop's career continuously on the rise, it wasn't always his music topping the charts. His music and persona were getting so big that he was going to be in a movie and still very well may be in a movie. Director Eddie Hang has a movie coming out titled Boogie, in which Pop Smoke got himself a role in. His character in real life is what makes him so talented and well-versed in the role. They got me playing some basketball player. I got some lines. It's a nice role. I got a nice check, too. I'm going to blank with the acting, said Pop Smoke in an interview with radio show host Angie Martinez. Eddie Hang revealed how talented Pop Smoke was upon only his first time meeting him, with an Instagram post that shared a video of Bashar Jackson at his audition with a heartfelt caption regarding his death, reading, "This was the first time I met Pop. He got the script and a day later was auditioning at the gym in my building. I asked him if he knew the lines and he said, yeah. So I told him to put the phone away. He was a little stiff the first take, but in 3 takes, he got it. You can even hear my excitement in the producers as he finishes his audition. We knew right there it was Pop. He is honestly the most talented person I ever met in my life, bar none. He knew he was ill, but always spoke about doing it for his family, his friends, other kids like him. I think that's why it was effortless for him. This one really bleep hurts. This role fits Pop Smoke because he was a hooper growing up in Canarsie. His career stopped after heart problems forced him off the court. Will you be watching this movie when it comes out? His talents never went unrecognized as he worked with many other New York rappers and artists like A Boogie, Lil TJ, and even Nicki Minaj. But it wasn't only native artists who worked with talented 20-year-old. He worked with some names even as big as Travis Scott, Meek Mill, and even remixed a few of 50 Cent's hits. Travis Scott and Pop Smoke's song, Gotti, on the album titled Jack Boys, was Pop Smoke's first ever video to reach Billboard's Hot 100. It was mainly the songs DIOR and Welcome to the Party that made the 20-year-old Brooklyn boy go viral. His songs were used heavily on the social media app, TikTok, which works great for making songs go viral. After his death, his stock continues to rise. With his streams up almost 400%, The Woo is making worldwide noise even after his passing. The respect in his native New York is amazing to see as well. In Pop's hometown in Canarsie, there are already murals made for the late artist. With recognition and guidance from greats, Pop Smoke's career was on a sure path to the top. His deep voice, which initially gives off an older sound to him, is very unique. To mix it in with the grime sounds makes his music an original sound. With the passing of Pop Smoke, it is imminent that he is going to influence a big wave of new young rappers coming into the game. Bashar Jackson's brutal murder was a complete shock to the music industry and music fans in general. After his career was popping off, he got murdered. Pop Smoke's girlfriend's recent comments does leave suspicion behind if whether or not he was targeted. Her hinting at Pop Smoke moving more quietly points at one thing. Do you think that Pop Smoke's death was indeed gang-related? It is very possible that the third party who called authorities may have been Pop Smoke's girlfriend as the call came from the East Coast. Do you think that the murder of Pop Smoke was a setup by someone he knew? Let us know what you think in the comments below. Thanks for tuning in to Lime Report as we covered the dark truth revealed by Pop Smoke's girlfriend regarding his death. This tragedy is a shock to many people in the industry, who for sure thought Pop Smoke had a bright future. Please leave us a like in this video and comment Amiri to enter for a chance to win a $100 Amazon gift card giveaway. In the comment section below, comment "Rest in Peace Pop" to send your condolences. And be sure to check back soon, as we will be revisiting his case and keeping you updated as more information becomes available. Thanks again for tuning in. We will see you on the next video.